Well, meanwhile, the White House is facing new legal backlash on its border moves. A federal judge blocking Trump policy of sending asylum seekers to Mexico, which could leave some states with overcrowded shelters. Texas Republican Congressman Babin says we need to find a better solution. Congressman, we just heard the president complain about this new interpretation of law by court. What do you think?
I agree with the president. This is outrageous. It's another example of an activist judge. This one happened to be an Obama-appointed judge, like many of them are, interfering with the national security decisions of this president. It's absolutely outrageous that we have this situation. This is quite reasonable to ask these asylum seekers to wait in Mexico before they are released into the country. We are overwhelmed, as we've known for many weeks here. 100,000 plus coming in really on a monthly basis. Well over a million by year's end. The taxpayers are being soaked. The American citizens are being put at risk. And these people have absolutely figured out that if they can overwhelm our border, David, that they can come in indefinitely and stay in the United States.
Absolutely.
And it has to stop.
Well, the word is out. And as we've talked before, the grapevine is very active throughout Central America. The word gets out about the ways in which to get in, the ways in which to stay, the ways to go around our laws. But these judges aren't going to make it any easier. How soon before this decision gets up to the Supreme Court?
Well, I'm hoping it'll be an expedited decision, but still, it's going to take, who knows how long, maybe weeks, if they're coming in. And I'll tell you what a lot of people are not looking at here. We're talking about bringing, I think you mentioned, your previous guest may have mentioned it, moving up to Dallas to house some of these tens of thousands of people that are coming in illegally. This is moving inland now. It's coming into the great state of Texas now, hundreds of miles from the border. And we cannot afford to see this happen. We're overwhelmed. It absolutely has to stop. And the Department of Homeland Security, I think, should start to be run like a military branch. I think they ought to have a 5-year plan. They ought to have a budget. They ought for funding. They ought to have infrastructure, personnel, technology. This thing has to be run. We have to be prepared. And I'm very sad that we were not able to secure this border when we had the majority in the House of Representatives this past session. Of course, we didn't have this kind of a crisis going on. Yeah. But it is absolutely inexcusable for the opposite side of the aisle to say this is not a problem. And really, I think the truth's out now. So Ms. Pelosi.
Well, I think the Democrats realize that not only is it a problem, it's a crisis. But now they're blaming the crisis on President Trump. But that's another political issue we don't need to get into here, Congressman.
Yeah, that's right.
Best of luck to you. I know you're a part of trying to find a solution to this mess. We hope you do so. Thanks a million.
We do. Thank you, David.
Appreciate you coming in.